Focusing on is Triveni Engineering. Now it's come off the highs of the day. It's turned negative, and that is because the company announced a restructuring, after which the sugar and distillery verticals will be under one company, while the power transmission business will be demerged and eventually listed on the exchanges as a separate entity. Vamakshi has all the details on the restructuring plan, the valuations and more. Vamakshi, over to you.
Well, that's right, Hormaz. Triveni Engineering is in focus on the back of the scheme of arrangement. And now, just to make our viewers understand this better, let's divide this whole scheme of arrangement into two parts. The first part being that, the company will undertake an amalgamation of Shadi Lal Enterprises with Triveni Engineering. Now, keep in mind that both of these companies have manufacturing verticals of sugar as well as distillery. And therefore, this amalgamation would lead to consolidation of operations as well as several operational efficiencies. Now, the shareholders of Shadi Lal Enterprises will be receiving 100 equity shares for every 137 equity shares. So, roughly when we calculate basis the closing price yesterday, the ratio favors Shadi Lal Enterprises by almost 1%. The second part of this restructuring is with regards to the demerger of the power transmission business. Now, they will be spinning off the power transmission business. This will be housed under a separate entity called Triveni Power Transmission, and this in turn will be listed separately on the exchanges. Now, keep in mind that the share entitlement ratio out here is as follows, that the shareholders of Triveni Engineering will receive 2 shares of Triveni Power Transmission for every 3 shares that they hold in Triveni Engineering, and this in turn could lead to value discovery as well as the unlocking of value for the shareholders of Triveni Engineering. Now, let me quickly take you through the financials for the power transmission business. Keep in mind that it contributed nearly 5% of the consolidated revenue in FY24 and 17% as far as the EBIT is concerned. So it is a high margin business. In the first half of this year itself, the company, that is the power transmission business, saw an uptick of 18%. Its margins improved by nearly 49 basis points. And now coming to the valuations, let me first put into picture the assumptions that went behind this. So on an annualized basis, we consider the EBIT to be 113 crores, and keeping in mind that the average EV to EBIT for similar power transmission businesses are somewhere around 35 times for the entire industry. If we value the company with an EV to EBITDA multiple of anywhere between 20 times to 30 times, the figures will come up for you on the screen. The equity value could range anywhere between 2,200 crores to 3,300 crores, valuing the share of this business of nearly 209 per share, or anywhere between 318 rupees per share. Therefore, PTB, that is the power transmission business, could account for nearly 20 to 30% of the overall SOTP based on the multiple given to it.
Thanks a lot, Vamakshi. A very detailed explainer on the restructuring that Triveni Engineering is undertaking. But with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Halftime Report from Nigel, me and the team that put this show together. Thank you so much for watching. Business Lunch up next.